So we gotta talk about what's been going on with these album sales, bro. What's going on, bro? So all right, so Kid Cudi 22K first week. Quavo and
Quavo.
Takeoff projected to sell I think 32K. G Herbo I think 29K, which I think for G Herbo is not bad.
Okay.
Um, but we'll get into what we're talking about. And what's another album that dropped? What was the other one?
I mean, the baby too, right?
I think that was like 18K or some
16,
shit like that.
18K. Um,
Oh, it was NBA YoungBoy, which I'm surprised with. You know, he always does
about
stupid numbers.
30K, you said, right?
30K, yeah. So the question is what's going on? Like why is it just cuz album sales? What is it? Is it too much music?
That's where I'm going with this. I think the more like common sense way to understand what's going
Is
on
too
is
much
that
music dropping?
there's so many artists to listen to. There's so many like our palette as listeners has definitely expanded from the early 2000s
Right.
and mid
There's just
2000s.
so much music dropping,
There's
right?
so much every single week. There's at least two, three, four artists every week dropping, bro. So I feel like it's our attention is just divided among so much music that it's
Mhm.
hard for these artists to get the numbers, the 300Ks, the 200Ks, the 100Ks.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to get 100K now.
That's
That's just
I
what it
think my
is.
question was more like should we lower our standards nowadays to thinking like 30K is a flop? Is that a flop anymore?
I
Like nowadays.
I don't know because we have guys like Yeet, right? Who's
Yeah.
getting 34K, and that's a great number for him.
Right.
But then you look at people like the Baby or Kid Cudi, like getting under that. It's it's
I think a light died. I was just saying, like, it's just interesting how someone like Kid Cudi, who is clearly a mainstream artist, right? And it was definitely backed up with the movie that he put on Netflix. And I wouldn't say it was crazy heavily promoted like that. There wasn't any big hits that spawned from it at all. There was a
at
lead
all.
single, Do What I Want, that he dropped, I think, in May or June, which did okay, but it only spread to like the Kid Cudi fans. It didn't touch the masses. And but 22K for Kid Cudi is like whoa, like
I wonder what he did with his last couple albums. Cause for me personally,
he
I
did a
wasn't
hundred. He did at least 100K on Man on the Moon 3.
really.
Yeah,
Damn, that's very much telling. Cause honestly,
well, it could be because of
I
the
wasn't.
name. It could be the name, Man on the Moon 3. Oh shit, this is
Right,
the
right,
third.
right. Just a
You know,
series
it's
of it.
been what 12, 10 years since the last one, so that's a lot of people's interest.
I wasn't really yearning for a Kid Cudi project. So like it took me some time to even listen to it, but
Hmm.
I don't know. That's a big difference though. 100K to 22K,
And
bro.
then
That's
another
a
thing
big.
too, which in my opinion, I think he should have changed the cover art. It looks exactly like the show. And he
Mhm.
said himself, he tweeted that this is not a soundtrack, when it clearly is. It's 1000% a soundtrack. If you watch the movie, all these songs, it's like it tells you the whole movie. Like this, it correlates with the movie. And the cover originally said Intergalactic Season 1, which indicates this is for this is supposed to be because it's going to be a series, but he took it out. Now it just says Intergalactic on it.
And he's saying that it's gonna be his last album.
That's another thing. That's interesting. That's interesting. He
He
said
should have
that
said that
midweek.
before.
Yeah, he said that midweek of the album being
He should
out.
have said that before.
But not even just Kid Cudi, like 30K for NBA YoungBoy. I'm pretty surprised on that, honestly.
Yeah, I wonder what it is. You know,
I don't
some people
know.
think that he's blackballed, but I mean, what is blackballed? We talked about it last time. Like, unless
I don't know.
your fans get deleted off the internet, like
I
you're
think there's a
still
difference
not
between
blackballed.
blackballed and being banned. I
Mm.
think when you're banned, then that's different. But I think being blackballed is a thing. I feel like even if you're still able to give it out to the masses and shit, you can still be blackballed.
Right.
Like they might not prioritize your shit. You know, like I don't know. But that's it. Did you expect Quavo and Takeoff to sell that? What would you have expected?
Uh, what was it again?
32K.
I'm not surprised
You're not surprised?
at all. No.
Interesting. If it was a Migos project, how much you think that would sell?
Like
Double?
40, 50.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think Migos are
Yeah,
anything special anymore.
yeah, Culture 3 was like their last hurrah. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like again, like should we lower our standards, bro?
I think so, because we thought, we dead sat here
Yeah.
and thought Kendrick was going to sell 500K.
Word. Word. And he sold what? How much he sold?
Like 300.
Nah, not even. He sold like
Like
270.
I
Some
thought
shit
it was
like
like
that. It was
296 or something like that.
whatever. That's still now putting that into
Bruh.
context. That's a lot, right? Thinking about this shit now, like that's
500K,
crazy, bro. Bro, nah. Like, okay, so do you think? That's why I feel like
It's just a hip hop thing though, because
Could it be playlisting?
Adele is selling a milli.
could it be playlisting though? Like, what if? All right, so let's say Yeet drops next week, right?
Okay.
And let's say Nav drops next week. Just pretend there's no playlisting, right? Because you know Nav is heavily probably being playlist. They pay for all this promo, whatever.
They added Lemonade to the
Right.
deluxe.
Let's just say forget playlisting. Yeet drops on a Friday, and so does Nav. Who you think selling more?
Definitely Yeet,
Why you think that?
because he's got it right now. Like he's bubbling amongst the kids.
But I find that interesting because let's say it's not Yeet. I feel like all these up and coming rappers have a crazy fan base that actually want to hear the shit. With Nav, it's like I don't know. You would think Nav that's been established for so long would sell a lot more. But it's just I don't know. Is it the demand for it?
I like it all boils down to me again.
Yeah.
Our attention is spread out.
Damn.
Like there's too many artists.
That shit.
Honestly.
I'm trying to see right here. Like, yo, if Jaleel does a project, how much is selling first week? What would be
No
respectable?
more than 10K.
Yeah. Damn. Imagine he sells 20K.
Nah, he's probably gonna sell between 5 and 10K.
I know Rich Homie Quan dropped the EP, right? But there's no.
But then
How come we
again,
don't
think
see
about
any
this.
projection sales for that?
5 to 10K for Jaleel is great because that's his first project. Like,
Right. No, for sure. But like, how come there's no projection sales for Rich Homie for this project?
because he
Another, I guess.
fell off to the point where blogs don't even want
Right.
to.
But I feel like another question could be, does it even matter? Does first week sales, should they even stop promoting that?
With
Should they
certain
even
artists,
stop?
they're not going
Should
to.
that be only within the industry? Should the fans not even know how
That's-
much it sells first week
The
anymore?
only reason we even have those categories is because of the labels. Like the labels want those accolades. Like our label, like Columbia Records in 2018 and 19 were sweeping the floors with all the other labels, all the accolades they got that year. From Lil Nas X, the TJs, the Fabios. You know what I'm saying? So all those accolades, like the first week sales,
Yeah.
the Billboard Hot 100, all that's all label stuff that now the artist cares about, because once the label's happy, they're gonna return, the favor,
You
So
think academics made it worse? Because that's
well, he did start the
fans are
trash.
super toxic, man.
Yeah, remember he used to have the flames or
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
It really stems from, as far as the internet getting involved, it stems from act for sure.
Damn.
But
Right. Because it gets the ball rolling. If somebody comments first with a trash can, then automatically, like subconsciously, people would like that comment because it's there already, and it ends up being
Right.
trash for some reason. So it starts like that trend and shit.
yeah.
Anyways, let us know what's going on with these album sales, man. Shit, interesting.
How long were you